So it's a very important partnership. We'll talk about that coming up in moments after we say hello to Anastasia Valentine. Joins us right now, Chief Marketing Officer at Versature.
Hi, Dylan.
Yeah, nice to see you. Good. Patti Murphy as well, Executive Director of the Youth Service Bureau Foundation. Patti, it's always nice to have you on the program.
Thank you, Dylan. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Both of you. Amazing initiative happening. We'll get into the details of that. I want to give, obviously, Versature and the Youth Service Bureau a little bit of a plug here. So Versature, Anastasia, what exactly is this all about?
Sure. So Versature is a high-tech company here in Ottawa.
Yeah.
And we do business communications and technology for Canadian businesses.
All right, simple as that. That was very precise and tight.
I'm pretty good at what I do.
That was good. Patti, in one sentence or less, what, no pressure, just because she did that. The Youth Service Bureau Foundation, been around for some time?
YSB's been around since 1960, so we support at-risk youth, ages 12 and older, as well as their families.
Okay, and now you've both come together as a collaboration here. Who would like to tell me what exactly is happening? Maybe both of you can bounce off, give us some details.
Sure, I can kick it off with the Pledge 1% program that this actually encompasses, so it's a really great opportunity for us. So Pledge 1% is a program that allows organizations or enables organizations to give 1% product, 1% time, and 1% profit to their community and beyond. So with this program, we've taken that 1% profit portion, or portion thereof, to donate a vehicle to the critical outreach program of the YSB.
Really? Okay. Okay, so can you tell us about this vehicle then, and why this was such a in need?
Absolutely, Dylan. So our current vehicle for what we call our mobile crisis team was about 11 years old. So it was really on its last legs or wheels, if you will. And what's really important is that we offer a crisis line for youth age 12 and older. We get about 7,000 calls a year to that line. Sometimes it's parents looking for answers, not sure what to do if their child perhaps is experiencing anxiety, depression, perhaps thoughts of suicide. And so of that 7,000 calls a year, about 350 actually require our counselors to go out into the home or into the community to do some intervention. So if they can sense from a phone call that there's some escalation and things are not safe in the home environment, they will actually go out and visit that youth and family in their home. Wow. So about 350 visits a year, which is really important to have a very reliable, safe vehicle.
Okay. Sorry, how often is this vehicle used? I mean, that's a lot.
Typically about 3, 4, sometimes more visits every evening.
Wow. Okay. So this is the brand new vehicle that we're seeing right here on the screen?
This is it, yeah.
Okay. Looks like a pretty decent vehicle. Now why is it so important for Versature to give back as a company for great organizations like this?
Sure. Well, we chose YSB specifically because members of our community, our employees, actually had first-hand knowledge and experiences with them. And the experience was excellent. It really helped their families and helped them overcome some hurdles that they wouldn't be able to overcome on their own. So it was the logical choice for us to take that fund that we've created and apply that to a vehicle for the outreach program. So. Okay. But the Pledge 1% program goes a little bit beyond that, and we're challenging other tech companies to take that pledge as well. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to take your profits right away or start big right away, but you can start with maybe time and getting your employees to volunteer once a year at an organization of their choice.
Only once a year?
Or more.
Once a month, once a week. People should be volunteering all the time, right? But you'd have other major brands working alongside you already, like people who have already taken this pledge and committed it?
The Pledge 1% program was actually spearheaded by an organization called Salesforce. And there's some really great brands that everybody's familiar with, like GoPro, Google, Yelp, Salesforce, and even Versature now, that have pledged that commitment to give back to the communities that they serve best.
That's pretty incredible. So you're looking for other people to jump on board here?
I'm looking for every technology company in Canada to jump on board.
Wow. Okay. Look, she made it. See, that was serious. She was giving the eyes there. I understand that. How important, obviously, is this to the Youth Services Bureau?
It's really important, Dylan, because if we have to go in and look at our funding that we have available to us, it's much better for us to channel that funding towards our programs, towards our resources, to have staff, to have our counselors answering those phones when a youth is in need or a parent is in need. So having to, detract funds from that area is not the best way. Having a partnership with Versature, we also worked with Tomlinson and Donnelly Ford to secure the vehicle, to get the best price, to get a few little extras on the vehicle. As you saw, it's a beautiful vehicle. So that's beautiful for us to be able to not have to divert any funding towards a purchase of a new vehicle.
You can put it towards something else.
That's
obviously,
right.
The funds that are coming in. Who are these handsome young men here in the picture?
Well, we have our CEO, Paul Emond, and we have
Ted Charette, who's our Assistant Director of our Youth Mental Health Services.
They look very happy.
Yeah, that was the big reveal last week where we did the whole key handoff. So.
That's wonderful. Can you tell us, do either one of you know about some of the other businesses, or not businesses, but organizations, foundations who would benefit from some of these if other 1% came forward?
Yeah, I mean, any company who is a registered charity or not-for-profit can definitely benefit from these funds. There's a website called Pledge 1%, and there you can see all of the organizations that have made that pledge and are putting their money and their time back into the communities.
Okay, but there's different foundations, charities out there. I mean, can they apply for this, or how did it work? How did you become one of the recipients?
Well, I had a wonderful conversation with one of the employees with Versature who said, we've been helped as a family, and what is it that you need? So we talked a while. I went away and thought about it, talked with my team, and we presented a couple of ideas back to Versature. And the one that really, really hit home was the vehicle for the crisis team.
Okay. I love this, Versature.com. I'm sure there's more information there. And of course, everything that you're doing at the Youth Service Bureau Foundation, ysb.ca, that's the best place to go to as well. Right. Who gets to drive the car for the first time? Beautiful vehicle.
I think Ted.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he has the keys, apparently.
That's right.
So, Anastasia, thank you very much for being here. And of course, for your amazing organization for doing what you've done. I think that's wonderful. And of course, Patti Murphy, for everything that's going on with the Youth Service Bureau Foundation. Incredible work.
Thanks, Dylan.
Helping out so many families and great people along the way. We've got more daytime coming up in moments right here on Rogers TV. You never know what's going to happen. Please don't go anywhere. More to come.